Hi ladies, welcome back. Today we are going to be talking sunscreen. Sunscreen is something that is so important to protect your skin from not only skin cancer, but age spots, wrinkles, breaking down your collagen, aging twice as fast. So I hope it's going to be enjoyable to you. We're going to talk about what sunscreen is and the difference between using a tinted sunscreen versus a foundation with a sunscreen in it. So if that sounds interesting to you, please watch this whole video all the way through. I do hope that while you're here, you will hit the subscribe button, ring the notification bell, and at the end, if you have enjoyed it, give it a big thumbs up. So let's get started. First, I'm going to show you the sunscreens. There are a couple of different types of sunscreens. First, there's physical and chemical. Physical is going to use something like zinc oxide or titanium dioxide, which is going to sit on the top of your skin, and it's going to give you more of a solid protection that way. The chemical are chemicals that will react and protect your skin as it absorbs in. The other thing about the different types of sunscreens, you can get non-tinted and tinted. So you can use a tinted all on its own if you don't want to wear a foundation, or if you want a non-tinted, you can wear it underneath your foundation. So that's going to give you a little bit of choice in sunscreens. There are sunscreens that go from SPF, I think they still have like 15 or 20, all the way up to 50, 70, or 100%. I've talked to my dermatologist, anything above 30% is good. You do not need an SPF 100. I don't know too much any of them that work like that. 50 is a good one to go with, 45, 50. I definitely would not do anything under 30%. The first one I'm going to show you is by Dermalogica. This is a broad spectrum SPF 45. That is something very important that you want to look for, is a broad spectrum. It's going to protect you against UVA and UVB rays. Your UVA, think of it as aging. Those are the ones that are going to age you, going to break down your collagen. The UVB is going to burn. Those are the ones that are going to burn. You need something that has both in there to keep you protected. And sunscreen has become something that is very, very important in my life. I have had skin cancer removed from my body several times, and I've mentioned that in previous videos. I have been very, very blessed that it has not been melanoma. But it has been the one that is just below, and my doctor said could have turned into melanoma. So I am very cautious of that now. I'm cautious of making sure that I protect every part of my body. Now I want to tell you, you want to make sure that you have the proper amount of sunscreen on. I was reading this morning and it said you need the size of a golf ball for your whole body. That's to cover your décolleté, your arms, your legs, everything. And if you're out swimming, you're wearing a two-piece bathing suit, your stomach and your back and everything. For your face, you need 1/4 teaspoon. And that may seem like a lot, but if you want to get the actual protection that it says on the bottle, you have to put the proper amount on. You can't put a little pea size and run it all over your face thinking, oh, I don't want that greasy feeling, but I'm still going to get SPF 45, because you're not. You have to put enough on so it actually covers and coats your skin. So that is very important to know. The next one that I have for you is Dermalogica. They also have a tinted one, and it's got the exact same ingredients as your other one, your zinc oxide and your oxynoctate. Same percentages, but they put a tint in it, and I really like that. And this is one that if you wanted to, because of the tint in it, let me show you, it doesn't leave a white cast. If you use a physical sunscreen sometimes and it does not have a tint to it, it will leave a white cast. I mean, in your body, and you're going to see it. The one that, their other one, that's non-tinted, I really like it because it's thin enough, and as you can see, there is a little bit of a white cast. But as you keep rubbing it in, it's going to dissipate, and that white cast is going to go away. And you can see, as I'm putting this on my hands, and that's another area that I neglected, my hands look pretty old because I didn't. Always put sunscreen on your hands. It's going to prevent them from getting wrinkles, age spots, and just a lot of other things where you could get skin cancer on them. This is another one that I really like. This is by Australian Gold. It's a Botanical 50 Tinted Face. It's lightweight, it has a matte finish, it's anti-aging, it's water resistant, and it's a broad spectrum 50. And the active ingredients in this are all physical. It is titanium dioxide 4% and zinc oxide 4%. I like this one. It's a little bit dark. The color that I picked up was for medium to tan skins because when I put sunless tanner on, which I do have some on right now, not a lot, and you can tell my face is a little bit lighter than my chest is. I will sometimes mix it if it's too dark and I don't have a lot of sun on my skin. The other one that I love is by CeraVe. It's their Hydrating Mineral Sunscreen. This is an SPF 30. It says it blends seamlessly into skin with a lightweight, non-greasy feel suitable for sensitive skin. It's got ceramides and niacinamide, and it's a mineral sunscreen. And I know a lot of people can't use chemical sunscreens because sometimes they make them break out or they have reactions to them. That's why I like physical a little bit better. This one also is tinted. Put it on this hand. It is a little bit lighter of a tint than the other one. It's a little bit thicker, and it feels more like a cream or a lotion, but it blends right in, and it's going to give you a nice tint to your skin. So if you didn't want to go with any makeup on, you can always use something like this. This brand new bottle that I have there. Okay, now one of my absolute favorites, and I got this one off of QVC because I like the bigger bottle. You can get it at Sephora, and it comes in a smaller bottle. But this is the Josie Maran. This is an SPF 47 broad spectrum, and it's got Sun Boost ATB, and it's got in here titanium dioxide 5.9% and zinc oxide 9.4%. Okay, and this is the directions on this one say 15 minutes before and reapply every 2 hours. It has other inactive ingredients, and it has different skincare ingredients in here. It's got argan oil, so it's very moisturizing. That's another reason why I like this, because my skin is very dry. I'm going to show you. I did not put my sunscreen on as of yet. I have my eyes done, but that's, and my brows, that's about it. I'm going to show you, and when I normally put this on, I'll do a pump here, pump here, pump here, pump here. But if I'm going to do it so you can see, this is pretty thin. So you can see, I don't know if you can see this or not, I have 2 fingers full. And what I'm going to do, that is going to be enough for my face and my neck. 2 fingerfuls is about 1/4 teaspoon. I'm just going to rub it all in. You want to make sure you get right up to your hairline. And you can see that is a little bit shiny, but it will absorb in. But it gave my skin a nice tint, a nice color. It did even out my complexion a little bit. So if I wanted to go with just this on a casual day, I could do that very easily. I absolutely love this. Now the difference, a lot of people will say, well, my foundation has SPF in it. And I brought up several foundations that do. My L'Oreal Infallible. It says it's got an SPF 25. I'm going to put my glasses back on here. And if you read the ingredients, the active ingredients on it, it has oxygenate 6.7, titanium dioxide 3.6. This is the Maybelline Fit Me. This again as well, but it only has oxygenate 7%. That's it in it. Your L'Oreal Visible Lift. It says it's an SPF 17 plus Pro-Retinol A and vitamin C. I love this foundation. I would definitely never wear this without a sunscreen. If you've got retinol A and vitamin C on your skin, that's why you normally put your retinol at night. It makes your skin a lot more sun sensitive. So I would recommend, if you're doing retinol, first of all, do it at night. You can do vitamin C in the morning. But with something like this, you definitely want to have a sunscreen on top of it. It's got the oxygenate 1% and titanium dioxide 5.8. Same with your Age Perfect. It says it's an SPF broad spectrum 50. And it does have your, it's strictly, oh, it has a little bit of titanium dioxide 3.7, but it's got homosalate, oxysalate, and octocrylene in it, which are three different kinds of chemical and one kind of physical sunscreen. Your CoverGirl plus Olay Simply Ageless says it is a SPF 28. Same thing. And if you read all of your foundations when you get them, a lot of them like at the drugstore, they're going to have a little thing in the back and it opens up and it's going to tell you your drug facts. It's got titanium dioxide 4.9%, which is not necessarily a lot. But the problem with it is, with any of these, are you going to put a quarter of a teaspoon of your foundation on your skin? You're not going to. And unless you do, you're not going to get the SPF that it says on your actual sunscreen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the proper amount. I'm going to pick one of these foundations today. I'm just going to pick, let's do my L'Oreal. I'm going to do my L'Oreal. Actually, I'm going to do my L'Oreal Visible Lift because it's a little bit deeper. And I'm going to do what I normally would do to put foundation on. I'm going to put about that much on. And then I'm going to blend it in. And I would either use a sponge or a brush to blend this in. And sometimes when you put foundation on or concealer, a lot of people that I know, they just put it on where they want the coverage, like concealer sometimes, or foundation. But because your foundation is mostly color, and it's not mostly your sunscreen, you're not going to put a lot on. That was like probably that much, part of that tip. I'm missing a whole finger plus another finger. As you can see, I have coverage for my foundation, but I also have my tinted sunscreen on. So that gives me a little bit of help in the morning so I can use less foundation. But I have a really good foundation coverage on right now because of using the tinted sunscreen and the foundation together. If I did not use sunscreen and I just used my foundation like I normally would, I would have coverage, but I would not have sunscreen protection. In a case like that, you could always use your regular non-tinted sunscreen underneath your foundation. But you always want to mix and match. Years ago, they did not put sunscreen in foundations, and everyone was complaining because they didn't want to have to wear both. I still think you need to wear both because there are very few that, if any, that would have enough or that would be thin enough that you could put that much foundation on without getting a big cakey look or just way too much foundation on to get the coverage that you want. Okay, with all of that said, I would like to just reiterate a couple of things. Tinted sunscreens versus foundations with sunscreen. There's a big difference. You always want to put your sunscreen on first, then put your foundation on. If it has a sunscreen in it, you're getting a bonus. You're getting a little bit of extra protection, but don't ever assume just by putting your foundation on that has some sunscreen in it that it is enough. It's not. It would be enough if you were staying inside. It was a cloudy day, you were away from the windows, and you weren't going to be outside at all. Then you could probably wear this. But if you're going to be near a window, the sun comes in. If you're going to be outside at all, you need to have your sunscreen on. And it's something that I'm passionate about, and I want to share my passion with you because I want you all to be safe. There are so many cases of skin cancer every year, and it can be prevented by using sunscreen every day. It can be prevented by checking your body, making sure you don't have moles or any marks on your body that look suspicious whatsoever. You want to know your body well enough to know, oh, I didn't have that mole here before, or oh, my mole is changing a little bit, or just any little thing. It looks like a little scab that I never had and I don't know why. Check yourself, and wear sunscreen each and every day. I even put a lip balm on my lips that has sunscreen in it. I have a little dark age spot right on my lip because I didn't used to wear a lip balm underneath my lipstick that had sunscreen in it. So I do hope that you have enjoyed this. I hope that you've learned something from this. I hope you will continue to watch my channel. And again, I do hope that you would subscribe to my channel. It helps me out the more subscribers I get. I do hope that you give it a big thumbs up and like it. I do hope that you will ring the notification bell so you'll know every time I upload a video. I'm uploading at least one video a week, sometimes a bonus one of two, but at least every Tuesday there should be a new video coming out. I do hope that you'll watch them and learn what I have to teach, and I'll learn what you have to teach. Leave any comments that you have below. I'm also going to link all of these products that I have talked about today down below so that you can find them easily if you want to shop for them. And I just hope that you guys have a wonderful, blessed day. Go out, and we'll see you again soon.